Okay, CIARA by Revlon from the 70s, you guys. I've been meaning to do this video, and I just did one for Herba Pura, which I can still smell, of course. But I've been meaning to do this, so I'm going to do this really quickly. I got this at Burlington for $10. It wasn't in a box, but I saw it and I was like, oh, that's one of those old school brown juice, fragrances. And I need to get it to review it. And I opened it up because it wasn't in a box, and I was like, "Ooh," because the old me as a kid growing up and smelling this kind of fragrance on people, this was something that I would have kind of shunned. Uh, but there's more to this story, though. So anyway, it wasn't in a box, and I tried to buy it. The girl was like, "Oh, we can't." Young woman, we can't sell it, not in a box. And I said, well, I'm sure it's worth about $10. So she rang it up that way, bless her. I told her, I was like, I needed to do a review, and this was weeks ago. So, yeah. So before talking about, well, let me just go ahead and say this. Let me tell you what I wrote in my fragrance group when I first smelled it. I originally wrote, and this has changed for me. I have some weird obsession with this now. Um, I wrote, got this old Revlon CIARA at Burlington for $10. It came out in the 70s, and apparently men would often wear it too, although it doesn't smell masculine, rather it smells unisex. When I first smelled it, I thought it smelled like somebody who got out of, look at my bad typing, a floral citrusy shower and mixed that with a lot of Dr. Pepper and amber. However, it dries down to a sweet incense smell with the slightest hint of citrus and floral. I emphasize incense because that is definitely the dry down. I've heard others say it reminds them of being in a head shop. If you like the incense type smell, this could be layered with anything to add that effect. I've heard that it was originally made in 80, 100, and 200%. I don't think it says that anymore. This one says EDP, which it does. Anyways, I'm just sharing because it's just such an amazing, sweet, incensey smell in the dry down, believe it or not. And there were a few people on the comments that still say, oh, I hate it. However, this definitely has its fan base. It got far more like comments than the naysayers. And, as a younger person, I just really, I liked very watery smells. And let's see, I'm 45, so back in the day, I liked some of the people bought me stuff like Electric Youth by Debbie Gibson, which I wish I could still get my hands on. And I liked New West by Aramis. I like Liz Claiborne. I like some of the Gap fragrances, stuff like that. I did love Amarige by Givenchy. Still love that. But anyhow, back to this. So this is somehow addictive to me. And by the way, yes, this one says EDP. One of the ladies who commented, and like I said, this definitely has its fans. And yes, men have worn this throughout since it's come out also. I do think it's very unisex in general. Also, my comment about the Dr. Pepper, I think, I just had it in my mind too. A lot of the ones with the brown juice kind of have that cola type smell. This is really incense. One of the ladies commented, I don't feel like searching through the comments to find it, but she said, if you remember, I said 80, 100, and 200. One of the concoctions was much more raspberry and, another one of them much more incensey. This is very incensey. It dries down very incensey. When people talk about the head shop vibe off this, I would imagine this, whatever the formulation this is, that's what they're talking about. Now I just pulled up Fragrantica. Now Fragrantica says CIARA by Revlon is an amber fragrance for women, marketed for women. CIARA was launched in 1973. Top notes are raspberry, neroli, bergamot, and lemon. Middle notes are Brazilian rosewood, ylang, that's the way I always say it, Oris, Jasmine, palmerosa, and base notes are uh, apopon, uh, apoponics. I can't say that word. Incense, leather, vanilla, musk, and cedar. So even from the notes, I think you can see how this could be unisex. So, and then if you just look at Revlon CIARA history, came out in autumn of 1973. This is a little gem, and I'm going to get to my addiction in a minute. Originally marketed by Charles Revson. Revson was the founder of Revlon. Later on, the brand was changed to that of Revlon. The fragrance was launched in the autumn of 1973, the same year as the brand's iconic Charlie fragrance. So I have found myself waking up at odd hours of the night and reaching up on my dresser for this because I just want to smell it. And like I said, when in the store, when I first grabbed it with my preconceived ideas, it was loud, and just pulling the cap off, I was like, ooh, But now it doesn't seem like that to me, and the dry down is so incensey, and even with my first description, I still feel that way to some degree. It's got a shower freshness to it when you first spray it, and it does maintain that raspberry and citrusiness to it. But and you get the leather and the musk and very much the incense. And what kind of incense? This kind right here. You guys know what these smell like. This box is old. It's one that I had in my car, but this very incensey, which is sexy. And I live here in South Carolina, and I can see myself wearing this without the layering. I can see myself or a man wearing this. Like, we like to go hiking, we like to go to the rivers and the lakes. This could be definitely, most people say this is more cool weather, winter, fall, nighttime. Even in the summertime, I think as it begins to get evening and the sun's going down, this just has like this nostalgic kind of erotic, old school, musky, I'm not musky, sorry, incensey, not musky, incensey smell to it. And so I still get that vibe off of it, but it could be worn on dates and all kinds of other occasions too. But I could see myself hopping in a friend's pickup truck and, going to meet other friends down by the water in the summertime in the evening, or, outdoorsy in the wintertime, or in close indoor situations. But everything is association, and I happen to live in the Carolinas, so I get a lot of imagery like that. I could see somebody dressing this up or dressing this down. I could see somebody rocking this with like some jeans and a leather jacket, or a pretty little summer dress, or God, so many different things, or like a hippie type outfit. I say outfit just to kind of go with like a vibe. Even if you do like it, right now in 2022, I doubt it would be your everyday fragrance, although it could be if you so choose. But I feel like if it does catch you, and like it has for me, you just have to keep grabbing for it every now and again. I was cooking in the kitchen earlier and had the Google playing music for me, and a song came on and it made me think of this. And if any of you like Morrissey, do you remember Morrissey? He's got a song that is called "The More You Ignore Me, the Closer I Get." And I kind of feel like if a song had to go with this fragrance for me, it would be this. Like, it's just sitting over there on my dresser, and I'll wake up, take a few puffs of my vape, because yes, I vape and smoke cigarettes, but I'll be like, I want to spray that CIARA. And then, y'all, I'll break into like my bath and body lotions. This can be layered with so many different things, because if you want to make something more incensey, and like others say, that headshot vibe. And this is true for guys, girls, and whatever you are, for anybody. So perfume wise, I feel like you could mix this with, especially things that have raspberry notes. Like I have Givenchy Haute Couture, which is a raspberry vetiver. What's another strong raspberry I have around here? I have Lady Million, although I don't have that in front of me. I'm still not super sold on that one. That's a very sharp raspberry. This is the Haute Couture. Some people say smells smoky because this is the EDP, but I think they're picking up on the vetiver in this. These two can go together, and this is sweet too. This is sweet vetiver-y, green and raspberry mixed together. It's sexy. I love that one. But other actual perfumes, I had other ones sat out. But let me just get to some of the many things like Bath and Body. I mean, if you want to sweeten it up, because it's got vanilla, the vanilla Bath and Body. I even sprayed it with this very light, airy one, the Pink Berry Clouds. Obviously, it makes sense that berry base with the raspberry in this gives that richer, warmer, incensey vibe to this. This actually smells good within the stars, which the lighting is shining off this. Is starflower, sandalwood, musk, sugar, tangelo, white arborwood, and radiant amber. Let me just do this now, because as I recall, yeah, I'm telling you, I wake up and play with this Revlon CIARA. The more you ignore me, the closer she gets to me. Like I try to forget about it, and I see it up there, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta get into that. You gotta let it. These two smell good together to me. Yeah, it's a man or a woman could wear this combination. I like that together. That's intriguing and sexy and incensey. Old school, but almost modern with that combination today. Y'all, it even smells good with the pink pineapple sunrise. I guess it's that nice juicy pineapple with the incensey raspberry and CIARA. A lot of these berry-based ones, black raspberry, vanilla, it smells good with. My Dark Kiss has begun losing its smell, which most of my Bath & Bodies retain their smell, but for some reason, but I figured this would go good together because it's got the bergamot and incense in it. I had the pearberry, oh my gosh, even raspberry jam donut, which is one of my favorites. I mean, I've got a whole bag here filled with them. Now, I've never tried watermelon lemonade. I don't know that these two, this just happens to be in my bag. It's one of my favorites in the summertime. I don't know about mixing those, though. Y'all, it's like a bag full of Scentbird and Scentbox and micro perfumes. I've got so many. Anyhow, this is very versatile. I'm still, oh, you know what? Another one that smells good with, and it makes sense, is from the therapy line of Bath & Body, the Energizer, which I think is the orange and ginger. Also, I have Stargazing Meditation, which is the vetiver base over there, with the aromatherapy line. Smells really good with this. Oh, this also smells very good. Over there, which I can't reach right now. It's not Bath & Body, it's something else, but I included it in a review. It's some other body spray, and it's called something Cupcake, but it is super duper duper cinnamon, especially for a body spray. And cinnamon, depending on which direction you want to go with this, they all have a different effect when you blend it with this. Cinnamon smells really good with this. I'm really liking the In the Stars with it. It's nice together. And like I said, any of the raspberries, but cinnamon would give it more of that wintry incense smell. I don't know. This just keeps grabbing me. I'm not going to put it all on all day, every day, but CIARA Revlon, guys and girls and people, check it out. Keep it around. See how you like it by itself. I've even grown to adore just looking at it, the bottle. I don't know. I just like it. But See how you like it by itself and see how you like it mixed with other things. All you today's younger generation hippie people, y'all check it out too. If you do like your incense, like I said, yeah, this particular old school type of incense, Nag Champa or whatever, you guys, you see them everywhere, the gas stations too. That kind of true incensey smell. That's really addictive. So, uh, comment, let me know what you think of this by itself or mixed, and have a great night or morning or lunch or whatever. Peace.